Aquarius, hey Aquarius. Today you are most compatible with Aries. You may feel really flirty in your energy today. 7 a.m. could be important for you today, tomorrow, whenever you see this message, Aquarius. But I'm recording for you on Thursday. Thursdays are the day of Jupiter. Okay, now Jupiter is the energy of our luck and abundance and growth. Okay, but Jupiter traditionally is the energy of the weather, the god of the sky, right? Jupiter is the god of thunder specifically. Okay, but weather, all right. Thursdays are a good day for you to seek advice, seek love advice, Aquarius. Okay. You'll look nice in the color copper, or the color copper will appear in your day. Copper is the energy of Venus. Okay, so beauty, elegance, love, gratitude, forgiveness. Okay. Your good luck number for today, Aquarius, is the number 13 or 43. Okay, your birthday could be on the 13th February, okay? But 13 or 31, which reduces down to a 4. Fours are the energy of your stability, your home life, and your hard work, okay? Your culture or your way of life. So, hey, hi, good morning, Aquarius. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and productive in your energies today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and just supporting my channel, Aquarius. I appreciate you. My apologies that I didn't get to you guys in the All Signs reading. You know, we can organize and prepare our day with 15 different planners, but you can never plan to be sick. Like, let me schedule in some sick time for the next 3 days. Like, you just never know it's going to happen, right? So, my apologies, Aquarius. But here we are, friend. We'll do a love reading today. I'll try to do a bonus message for you guys somewhere as I get caught up in my schedule of readings. Don't be too mad at me, Aquarius. I appreciate your patience, friend. So we're going to do the love reading today. We'll see the mutual energy between you and your person. We'll see what's causing the energy, how you appear, how your person's appearing, and then we'll look at the outcome, okay? So let's see, Aquarius. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I do have the balcony door open this morning. It's still pretty early, just after like 8:30, I believe, a.m. So we shouldn't have any interruptions. But just in case, there's a lake and a dog park right outside my balcony. So I hope that doesn't bother you, Aquarius. So here we are. Here we are. Let's see. As always, I will leave a timestamp in the comments where you can forward through my shuffling here. All right, let's see. Let's do one more, Aquarius. They still feel kind of stuck together here. You guys are stuck together like glue. All right, let's see. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectation. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay. So those kind of make sense together, right? Past life relationship and keep an open mind. So it's almost like it's someone that you already know, just not the person that you're expecting, right? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectation. Okay. So it's like this person, it almost seems like this person is right in your face, and it's someone that you get on with really well. Like, you guys are really compatible. But I feel like you don't see this person as a friend. I mean, you don't see this person as more than a friend. So let's see, Aquarius. The Hierophant fell out here. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, and then we had the King of Wands. Two completely different energies, right? The Hierophant is very traditional, very conservative, Venus energy, right? I said your color for today was copper. If you notice, he's holding his copper wand as well, okay? But copper is the energy of Venus, Taurus, right? And the Hierophant is very traditional, though, in relationships. Okay, he would be the person that, you know, the man works, the woman stays home and cooks and tends to the house and the children, that kind of thing. Very traditional, very conservative. All right. And you have to know again, because this is the energy, the Hierophant is the energy of the bull, right? Very stubborn. You know, it's very strong willed. The Hierophant is very knowledgeable, right? This person is very knowledgeable, and this person is very outspoken with their knowledge, right? But they are very outspoken, like maybe a public speaker, but they speak a lot, they talk a lot, right? But they also have the tendency to maybe overtalk or maybe be a know-it-all, especially with the King of Wands. Two very arrogant energies here, right? You know, the Hierophant is the energy of someone who, they are usually very knowledgeable in the subject of religion specifically, but they could be knowledgeable in anything, right? When you're in the Hierophant energy, it's someone who's very knowledgeable, like a guru. Again, it's typically in regards to religion, Aquarius, but it's someone who's very knowledgeable. So it, like I said, it could almost come off as a know-it-all sometimes because they refuse to be wrong. It's the bull energy, right? So even when they're wrong. And the King of Wands again is that Emperor energy. The King of Wands grows into the Emperor. So again, with these energies together, it just feels like this person could be very arrogant. Okay, someone could be very arrogant here, and maybe that's why you're not interested in this person. You've known each other before. Let's see. Let's see. I spent too much time talking about the Hierophant and the King of Wands. Neither of those are your energy, Aquarius. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles has flipped out here with the Seven of Wands. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the energy of a mom, or maybe someone that you share children with, or depending on who you are, it could be an older sister, an aunt, but someone who's very nurturing. She's a provider, a good business partner. This person is very responsible with money. The Seven of Wands is the energy of someone who is standing up for themselves, right? They're in the energy of self-defense. You know, before you're the Seven of Wands, you're the Six of Wands, right? So you've achieved some sort of victory or accomplishment, and someone is challenging that, and you're having to stand up for yourself, right? The Nine of Pentacles is still at the bottom of the deck. How are you appearing here, Aquarius? Let's see. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So this could be your mom and your dad. I'm not sure how this would affect your relationship, but the Hierophant is literally the energy of traditional marriage. Let's see. How are you appearing? So you're the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles energy here, and you're having to stand up for yourself. Very guarded, very... I feel, honestly, Aquarius, don't be mad at me because I kind of went in on the a Hierophant and the King of Wands because it does feel like a really arrogant energy. All right, it could be you though, but because you are riding your high horse, right? Like I said, if you're the Seven of Wands, you were the Six of Wands before. You're riding a high horse. You feel very proud and very confident, you know, the Six of Wands. Although you're coming out here, well, the Seven of Wands is what we have, but you have to be the Six of Wands first. And that could be why, if it's not you, it's not you. Someone here, all right, they could be, like I said, that could be the reason that they are overly confident, okay, a bit arrogant. It doesn't have to be bad. The Three of Swords, all right, the energy of someone feeling hurt. Two of Swords, and then the Star, the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess. So it almost feels like maybe this already, so it feels like something happened here, right? Aquarius, the Star is your energy. And it feels like you're not speaking to this person anymore, almost to the note of maybe this person has some sort of success and became very arrogant, very cocky, and now you guys aren't speaking anymore. That's kind of what it feels like. So whether you're coming out in the wand energy, right? The Nine of Wands. So you could very much so, like I said, be the person here, the King of Wands. So you could be the person that has received some sort of achievement or goal, or you've accomplished something here that's making you feel very proud, very confident, and someone has been left behind here. Okay, you're not speaking to them anymore. All right, let's see. All these cards keep falling out randomly. How's your person appearing here? So the Tower. Okay. That makes sense. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Magician fell out. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very vocal. The Nine of Swords is the Queen of Swords is the deliverer of justice, right? When she has her sword up in this position, the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess traditionally are the same energy, right? Traditionally, the High Priestess and the Justice were one card. They weren't separate cards. The High Priestess was the same energy as the Justice. In most decks, you'll see the High Priestess depicted with the pillars of justice, and she'll have a scroll like it was justice, right? And so the Queen of Swords is the smaller energy of justice, the lawyer, the attorney, the judge, the person that's delivering the message. When her sword is up, the message is going to come out harsh. It's going to be honest, and sometimes people can't handle the truth, so it may seem a little harsh, or it may be delivered very direct. So in the High Priestess energy, it with the sword up and someone in the High Priestess energy, it almost feels like this person said something. It almost feels like maybe they told you about yourself, or they wanted to, because the Hierophant and the High Priestess are opposite energies. Oh, I have the Queen of Swords. Which person is coming out as the Queen of Swords, which is the same energy as the Hierophant, right? And I feel like, the Queen of Swords is the same energy as the High Priestess. With the Hierophant, they're opposite energies. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are opposite. The Hierophant is the revealer of information, the person that talks, the snitch, the person that's going to tell everybody's business. No offense, right? I'm just talking about the energy of the card. I don't know your Taurus friend personally, okay? But the High Priestess is the secret holder. They hold all of the information. They don't say anything. They keep everything to themselves, right? Again, the energy of justice, only when it needs to be said, right? When the sword is up direct. So it almost feels like you or someone else here, it kind of feels like this person went off on you, Aquarius. They're in the Tower energy, this Queen of Swords and the Tower. All right, the Three of Swords, a lot of Libra energy here. The Queen of Swords is Libra, the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, the High Priestess, okay? And you're right in the middle of it as the star, all right, with the Six of Cups. It almost feels like someone snapped on you because you were being a bit arrogant. Don't be mad at me, Aquarius, okay? Maybe you didn't know, because you're in the Seven of Wands. So you very much so have a reason to feel proud of yourself. But I feel like this person took it like the Tower, whereas you are just the Nine of Wands, defending yourself, standing up for your accomplishments. It's almost like you achieved a major accomplishment here, right? The Hierophant, it would be major, life-changing almost. And it feels like this person tried to downplay it. And when you stood up and you actually laid out your accolades, here's my resume of what I've actually accomplished. It's like this person kind of exploded. What's the outcome here? It's like they went off. They called themselves telling you off. and was like, actually, and then they pulled out their list of facts, right? Like, I wasn't going to say anything, but since you want to, let's see. The Three of Cups. What's behind the Three of Cups? The Four of Wands, and then the Two of Cups. Y'all are cute. I don't have time, Aquarius. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate differs from your usual type and expectation. I feel like you bump heads with this person a lot, Aquarius. I feel like you guys are both very, very knowledgeable in your own rights. You're complete opposites here, right? Traditionally, we know you're the star, Aquarius, but you're also the King of Wands, the opposite of this Queen of Swords, which would be your natural mate here, okay? All right. I feel like you guys bump heads a lot, but I feel like you have really great conversation. You guys have really great debates, right? Right? But I feel like in the midst of the conversation, feelings get hurt, things get said, like one of you, which again, is weird that you're coming out in the fire energy and your person is coming out in the air energy, right? Because you're traditionally the air energy here and your person would be the fire energy. But either way, I pulled it how I pulled it, but you can flip the energies, how you're appearing here, the star, okay? Like I said, one of you just seems a bit more aggressive than the other one. And I feel like although you guys are opposite, you actually really are a really good mate. Like, it's your soulmate. That's why you guys have really good conversation. Even if you aren't speaking to this person, like, you guys separate and you take a time apart after you've had some sort of argument or debate. I feel like this one was a bit more explosive than normal. But I feel like you guys have had a instance in the past. It's not the first time that you guys have had an argument and stopped speaking. You'll come back together. The Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Two of Cups. Okay. You're going to go out. There's going to be a celebration or a party. Let's get one more on the Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Two of Cups. I feel like whoever is in, the Queen of Swords energy, I feel like this person often tries to convince you to see it from a different way. Like, you're very stuck in the way that you see things, and they're not stuck in the way. Like, this person is very open-minded. Keep an open mind. I forgot it said that, but it says keep an open mind. Your soulmate differs from your usual type and expectation. Like I said, this Hierophant, King of Wand energy, whichever one of you it is, right? This person, one of you are a bit more stubborn than the other, while the other one is more open-minded. So I feel like that's why the conversations lead to a very explosive place, because one of you won't see the other one's point of view. Does that make sense? You got the Knight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I forgot what I asked. I don't know. Let's see. Let's shuffle. The Knight of Wands is the knight that's taking action. It's the knight that is going to come through, but then leave really quickly. Starts the fight, then dips out, right? Let's see. Let's see this the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, Two of Cups. You have the natural order of 2, 3, and 4, but instead of the Four of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, which is a better energy to have with the Three of Cups anyway, right? The Four of Cups would kind of be sad. The Four of Wands is celebrating, which kind of goes well with the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. So I feel like you guys are going to go out, or you're going to run into each other somewhere. The Eight of Cups. What's behind the Eight of Cups? The Six of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like if you guys are not speaking right now, like one of you have walked away, you're going to reconnect here. The Six of Pentacles is going to balance out the strength. Yeah, like I said, someone here is very, very strong-willed, very stubborn in their energy. The Nine of Pentacles, I don't know. Aquarius, it feels like even if you guys, right now, it feels like even if you guys do come back and go out, I feel like you're still just going to choose to be friends with this person. All right. At least for now. Yeah, look at that. The death card. Because the Nine of Pentacles is a single energy, okay? You guys start out together here with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. But then it ends with the Eight of Wands, I mean the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, right? But the Six of Pentacles is kind of like balance. But I feel in this sense, because the Six of Pentacles goes to the Nine of Pentacles, I feel, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's single and independent. I feel like for you to find your balance, your peace, your mutual give and take, your balance, you're going to just walk away. You're going to just stay single. Like, no, just leave this where it is. All right. I feel like this person is just a bit too hot-headed for you. Because they're coming out as the Tower. Or at least this first encounter is going to end. It's not going to end well. I feel like you're going to still be in the energy of letting it go. So, Aquarius, we'll take a look at the energies again tomorrow. We'll do love readings over the weekend like normal. I will try to do a bonus read for you guys as well, and some money messages. I'm going to be busy with the uploads, so make sure you have your notifications on, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for being patient. I appreciate you. I only lost one subscriber, so thank you, Aquarius. Bye, guys.